Alrighty, guys, welcome back. For you guys that don't know, I am Captain Dustin with Fishing Crazy Charters. We operate an offshore and inshore vessel. We're federally permitted, so we do have access to be able to fish out past state waters. We're one-stop shop for anything charter fishing needs. Even if you want to do a beach day with the family, we offer that too. Uh, so today we're going to get right into it. Mangrove snapper. It is a fun fish to catch, fantastic eating, fight really good. These are my specific ways I like to target mangrove snapper. You don't have to target them the same way I do, but this is personally the way I like to do it. We'll start out showing you a super simple rig, and then I'll show you some other stuff that's super simple too that we go into. So we're going to jump right into it. Got the right angle here. Alrighty, guys. So what you're going to need for this rig is pretty simple. This is not a circle hook because I didn't have any more left in stock sitting in the garage. But that is a 3/0 hook, and this is a 1 ounce egg sinker. You can adjust this depending on the weight of the current. I like the 1 ounce just because if the current's ripping pretty good, I can resort to this rig. And now, fluorocarbon, this is just a big spool. I always run fluorocarbon when I'm fishing for mangroves. This is 30-pound fluoro. Very small, very light. I will drop down all the way down to 20-pound, but I will not drop past 20. So usually what I like to keep in the boat for mangrove fishing are 30, 25, and 20. And I don't like to drop past that. Doesn't matter the brand, fluorocarbon, whatever you have the most faith in. So I've been using a lot of, this has been my go-to brand lately for fluorocarbon. Siegler, it's pretty cheap. You can get it on Amazon. Any tackle shop sells it too. It comes in a bigger spool. They make all the way down to 15. The red label will be 20 and below, I think, if I remember correctly. But this is what I've been using a lot of. Been doing very, very well with it. So what we like to do here is I just put my egg sinker on, of course, first, just like this. We're just making a light knocker rig is what we're going to be doing here. And all I'm going to do is attach this hook. Nothing in between it, just your sinker and your hook. Pretty basic. I'm going to thread this on, and I'm going to tie it on with a uni knot. I'm going to take the line. There's my tag end. There's my main line. We're going to fold like this, make a loop. Right there. There you go. Make a loop. Take your main line, go to the top of the loop. Like this. Right here. Right there. See? Now we're going to cross it. So we're going to have something that looks like this right here. We're going to take this tag in and we're going to twist over the top of both the line, the main line and the top of the loop. And you want to do this about 5 times. Very simple. And normally what I like to do, whoops, tag end slipped a little bit here, is I'll give it a little tug just to give me a little bit of extra to play with. Then I will slide this up, get it a little bit wet, and then I pinch this tag in with my teeth just so I can get a better cinch. Cinch it right on down to the hook. And that right there should be exactly how it should look. And then you just trim your tag end off. Whoops, a little long. Like so. And now you got yourself a very light knocker rig. Super, super simple to run. Very little easy to use. And this is a very productive way to kind of catch a little bit of everything. But that is what I like to use for mangroves. And like I said, I adjust this sinker size based on my current. Some days I'll drop all the way down to a 1/2 ounce, 3/8. Usually never lighter than a 1/2 ounce when I'm fishing like this. So, and this works really good. And you have to remember when you're dropping something like this, you have to go a little bit slower on your spinning setup. If you go too fast, it will just kind of twist all up, and then you'll have an issue. And I run anything from cut baits like cut threadfin herring, cut sardines, little live white baits if you guys like to throw the cast net a lot, catch your own bait. Little pinfish, this rig works great for little pinfish. You know, like I call them gumdrops, about yay big. Fantastic like this. You just got to watch out because big gags will eat it too. And shrimp. A lot of live shrimp. And how to rig a shrimp, we just usually just hook it through the tail and drop it down. And just wait for the thump, 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 and then start cranking. Don't even have to set the hook. Just start reeling. And that is one of the most easiest mangrove snapper rigs you can get. And I keep pounds and pounds of these egg sinkers laying around all the time. So now the next best way I like to use for mangrove snapper are these guys right here. And these are Snappa Slappa jigs. I'll leave the link. I'll leave the info for them down in the description below. If you guys use Fishing Crazy, you guys can get anything over a $35 order, and we use discount code Fishing Crazy. You guys can get a little bit off to help you guys out. I've been using these guys forever. I use all their stuff. I've physically have used everything that they make on their website and absolutely love it. So this is a 1/4 ounce, and this is a 1/8 ounce. And these work fantastic. If you never jig head fished before, it is real fun. You just have to learn how to finesse a little bit. You open your bail up and let it drift down real slow in the current to be able to get them to eat. Very simple. You just tie your leader on here, and let it go. And like I said, I like to use anything from 30 to 20, anything in between, depending on my water clarity. If my water's really dirty, I like to use 30 just so I have a little bit extra strength. But you don't have to. You can start out with 20 and you're going to get a lot more bites, but you're also going to get broke off by some of the bigger fish that get you into the rocks. I use these. You can use jig heads up to bigger sizes too. I mean, right here I got a bag of 3/8 ounce. It just depends. Color doesn't really matter a whole lot. I do really like the pink and the white. Chartreuse works really well too. I've even used gold. That works fantastic also. And I've used plain lead too. Just, it's fantastic. He also makes another jig, which I don't have a pack sitting out, but I have one tied up right here on this rod next to me. And this is lighter. I think it's a 3/32 ounce. It's basically just a yellowtail snapper jig. And this works great when you're drifting cut chunks back, live shrimp too. This is mainly when I use these guys. I very rarely put live bait on them. I use a lot of cut chunks or I guess live shrimp. Fresh dead shrimp work fantastic too. And all you do is just tie them on just like how this one is. Let it focus here, if it will focus. It's tied on with a uni knot, just like I said. This is 30 pound, I think. And that's it right there. And you just drift these guys down in the current on a little bit lighter rod setup. You can use a heavier rod. You just don't get to feel that subtle thump. So the rod I have been using, and I've been really liking it for this kind of fishing. This is a Tsunami 7-foot, 20 to 40 pound jigging rod. Tsunami Trophy Series. It's fantastic, and this is just a 4K piece of fun. Nautics, fantastic reels. You guys can even go on Piece of Fun's website and use Fishing Crazy 18 at checkout and get 18% off anything on their website also too, if you guys are looking. I am on part of their pro team, and I've been absolutely abusing these reels, and I haven't had a single issue with them. The line, this has 20 pound True Braid. I am not sponsored. I'm not on their pro team. I'm nothing. I just really like their line, and for the price tag, it's fantastic. It's what I run on everything. Color doesn't really matter. Use your color preference. The white is just easy. It doesn't bleed. It doesn't, nothing. It's just, the sun never bleaches it. It's there. You should open the bail. A lot of times I'll open the bail and I'll just let this sit and let it drift in the current. You know, so it'll get hit and the line will start dropping out, close the bail, start reeling. Instant. It is a fun, fantastic way to fish, especially if you are into very light tackle offshore fishing. And that is one of my favorite ways to absolutely target mangroves. And like I said, we use anything from shrimp to cut threadfin, to cut sardines, live whitebaits, dead whitebaits, even if you want. You can do, if you really want to get into it heavy, you can put a chum bag out on your structure that you're fishing. Mangroves do like bigger structure, big rock piles, ledges, so on and so forth, stuff like that. Even wrecks. You can put a chum bag out, and what I do if I'm really heavy mangrove fishing is I'll start chunking baits. So either I'll keep Ziploc bags full of dead whitebait from my inshore trips, from previous trips, or I'll just bring an extra box of threadfin herring out, and I'll cut it up in small chunks and just throw a couple chunks here and there over the side of the boat as the current's ripping out, and it'll start getting the mangroves fired up. And you can have a chum block off the side too. The only issue is if certain times of year the sharks get really bad, and that just brings the sharks in, so you end up getting sharked quite a bit. But it is still a really fun way to catch fish. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. If you guys want to book a trip, reach out. It is Fishing Crazy Charters. I'll leave all my link and info in the bottom. And you guys, until next time. And if you guys have any videos you guys really want to see how something is done, if it's inshore, offshore, near shore, anything along those lines, feel free to ask me to make a video, and I'll be more than happy to. Alrighty, guys. Till next time.